A construction site supervisor was dealing with 10 workers known for their laziness. He wanted to find a way to motivate them to do some work, so he came up with a clever idea. One day, he gathered all the workers and said, "Today, I have a really simple task, perfect for the laziest man here. Who among you is the laziest? Show me by raising your hand." Upon hearing this, 9 of the workers quickly raised their hands. The supervisor looked around and noticed that one worker hadn't raised his hand. This worker was just standing there, doing nothing as usual. Curious, the supervisor asked, "Why didn't you raise your hand like the others?" The worker replied, "Raising my hand seemed like too much effort." There was a young boy in a small western town who was intrigued by the idea of longevity. One day, he had the chance to meet a man known to be a centenarian, a real-life cowboy who had seen 100 summers and winters. The boy, filled with curiosity, approached the old man and asked, "Sir, how did you manage to live such a long life?" The old cowboy, chuckling, leaned towards the boy and whispered, "Well, Sonny, it's an old cowboy's secret. Every morning, without fail, I sprinkle a spoonful of gunpowder on my oatmeal." The man tapped the side of his nose and winked, implying the importance of his unusual routine. Taking the advice to heart, the young boy decided to implement the cowboy trick in his own life. Every morning, he would sprinkle a spoonful of gunpowder on his oatmeal, just as the old cowboy had instructed. And, as if by magic, he managed to live a long and hearty life, eventually passing away at the impressive age of 106. He left behind 3 children, 8 grandchildren, 4 great-grandchildren, and a 30-foot hole in the wall of the crematorium. A woman steps out of the bathroom after a shower gives her boyfriend a cheeky grin and says, "Hey, guess what? I shaved myself down there. Do you know what that means?" The boyfriend responds, "Yeah, it means the drain is clogged again." A woman brings her daughter, who's just turned 19, to see their family doctor. She says to him, "Doctor, something seems to be wrong with my girl Darla. She constantly has this intense urge to eat. She's been steadily gaining weight, and every morning she feels sick." The doctor takes a good amount of time examining Darla in detail, then turns to the mum and carefully says, "Miss Jones, I'm not exactly sure how to say this, but it seems like your daughter, Darla, is around 4 months into a pregnancy." The mother responds with shock, "Pregnant? How can that be? She's never spent time alone with a man. Isn't that right, Darla?" Darla, looking at her mum, answers, "Yes, mother, that's correct. I haven't even shared a kiss with a man." The doctor then walks over to the window, looking deep in thought. He continues to stare outside for about 5 long minutes. Finally, the mother, feeling impatient, asks him, "Doctor, is there something happening outside?" The doctor, still looking outside, replies, "No, not exactly. It's just that the last time anything like this happened, a star appeared in the east and the 3 wise men came over the hill. I'll be damned if I'm going to miss it this time."
A sergeant was addressing a squad of 25 and said, "I have a nice easy job for the laziest man here. Put up your hand if you are the laziest." 24 men raised their hands, and the sergeant asked the other man, "Why didn't you raise your hand?" The man replied, "Too much trouble raising the hand, Sarge."